Manchester City in second. And if Pep Guardiola is the Superman of football managers, and Antonio taking it quickly, he does do. Morata into the penalty area. Otamendi with an effective enough challenge. That was excellent from Fabregas. Two players went down the left-hand side for Chelsea, and that drew over a couple of defenders as well, and all of a sudden... And here he is, Conte. Great start by Chelsea. Morata with the header, and he wasn't far away.
Picking up on Lee's point, really. With Delph not playing as a left-back, there's a lot of space down Chelsea's right. Conte has got acres of space. He could have taken another cut back at the angle right. That's a warning sign for City down that left-hand side.
Raheem Sterling is fouled by Conte and Bakayoko. Are Chelsea playing two up top here with Hazard and Morata?
Yeah, it looks like Hazard's joining Morata as often as he can, so they'll be like...
It's a yard off his line. No ball, he has a strike, and it's straight to...
De Bruyne, Silva, upended by Cahill. Yeah, well, we saw De Bruyne try from just a distance. Sterling's cross, Rudiger's header away, it came down for Fabian Delph, and he got a deflection of Antonio Rudiger and went behind for a corner.
And I think, you know, you could see from Rudiger's reaction, tells you that maybe he felt he should have done better initially, but...
De Bruyne. Aimed up at Stones again, who had too much to do, and would appear to have landed awkwardly.
Yeah, and there was some concern from Rudiger initially as soon as he hit the floor here. But centre-back on centre-back, is it the arm that just catches him? No, in fact, it's Christensen.
Fabregas. Felt a shove at his back from Leroy Sané.
Yeah, and Morata went down just prior to that.
Fernandinho. Jesus. Fernandinho striding through the centre circle and tumbling. He's got his free kick. Back in by Azpilicueta, Ederson plunges, and Otamendi sticks it behind as Bakayoko tried to retrieve.
Well, it was a tremendous ball by Rudiger to begin with. This one.
De Bruyne. Sterling. Whipped in just beyond Silva, who checked his run and maybe wished he hadn't.
What a break. What a break by Manchester City. On the back of some Chelsea pressure, and all it needed was something a little more subtle.
Atta. He's clear of Stones. Stones retrieves the situation in company with Walker.
Yeah, Walker did extremely well to stand up to Morata, but, you know, that's something you saw this occasionally from Diego Costa, but I think he's got...
Kante. Hazard. Kante's offside. That is irritating for Chelsea fans. De Bruyne. Sterling. De Bruyne. Slid away and behind by Christensen.
Yeah, and...
Whipped in by De Bruyne and headed wide by Otamendi.
Yeah, you're just hoping the movement coincides with the perfect delivery, but he was under a little pressure with Rudiger as well, just trying to get his...
But something internal clearly ain't right.
Kante currently in the centre-forward position.
William. De Bruyne. Jesus with a flick. Behind.
Yeah, and that little touch from the Brazilian just took it away from Sané, who was making the run just behind him.
explanation. De Bruyne's free kick is a wicked one, and Azpilicueta did well to steer it behind.
Yeah, and always that kind of worry as you're going back towards goal, whether you're going to get the right contact or not.
Some stoppage time.
He's just in a very good position, yeah, and it was.
What's Fernandinho?
Yeah, just getting there ahead of Alonso, and I mean he caught it really well. There's great power behind that.
And that is a foul by Rudiger to set the tone for the second half. Silva on the receiving end. De Bruyne, now Sterling, and now Jesus, and Rudiger is happy just to scratch it behind for a corner.
He did the right thing. Don't take any chances. Don't try and get clever and take a touch. And then
Fernandinho, Silva found the pocket and found Sterling, who belted it into the congestion at the near post, and Christensen turned it behind.
I mean, it's just brilliant running. I mean, we've seen kind of lots.
Silva, Sane hadn't stopped, and Christensen had a bit of a panic on.
Yeah, and he hasn't appealed. I mean, in the end, Sane fell into him, and I just wonder whether Christensen would appeal for a free kick.
It's come all the way through here to Raheem Sterling, who didn't get his knee over the volley.
No, it's a chance, and you know your confidence drops sometimes when it's on your weaker side, especially the fact that he had to control it and then make sure he got above it and got the dip.
Up by Azpilicueta, taken on by Willian, who thought he was bumped, and so indeed did Martin Atkinson. Fernandinho, the offender. Hazard. Foul by Fernandinho, and he is going to get booked this time. And Chelsea have a free kick, plumb centre.
Yeah, and it was a City foot that sent Hazard away to begin with. That's a foul.
Fabregas and Hazard. Out by Edison firmly, and further out by Delph.
You know, I just wonder if Hazard chose differently, because Cahill was in a wonderful position front post, and because he had to go past Sane, the angle is tighter, and if he'd gone for the little kind of flip across goal, then...
Silva, Sterling, nibbled at the ankles of Azpilicueta, who has a free kick.
Yeah, he did, he just caught him after the touch from Azpilicueta and just clipped his heels again with
Coutinho. De Bruyne, Jesus!
Yeah, and again for a goalkeeper, the uncertainty of whether there's going to be a little flick on it, and he's trying to...
Teams who set themselves in a shape. De Bruyne! Oh, belter! Absolute belter from Kevin De Bruyne. There is no stopping that. Once a Chelsea blue, now giving Chelsea the blues. City always score. City have scored at the home of the champions. And it was just another terrific Manchester City goal. Well, that came out. And Bakayoko in what is very... Not quite able to repeat the high level of... Pedro shifting it urgently for Azpilicueta. And behind by Otamendi for a Chelsea corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's all...
Distribution is excellent. Sterling. Jesus! Belts it against the back of Rudiger. Foul. And settles for a corner.
Yeah, I mean, he's done well to get the strike on target, Jesus, because it's not the easiest, but you have to give a lot of credit to Rudiger as well, who was kind of forced to match the run from De Bruyne, and then once he was in position...
Jesus. Bernardo Silva. Hooked up over his own crossbar by Alonso.
Yeah, he was aware of the presence behind him, because you can see him just having a little look, a little search for where Sterling was.
One. Flicked in by Fabregas, up and over the crossbar from Christensen.
Yeah, I mean, that desperate to get there, he might have been up a fraction earlier. And as a result, he just couldn't get above the ball and keep it merited.
And City have won it, deservedly so. Just one goal today, but the same 3 points. And 3 points at the home of the champions for a clearly pumped Pep. Kevin De Bruyne with a special goal midway through the second half. At times it was tense.